hell is going on with Finn Balor? Here we have a man that is loved by everyone. Here we have a man that won the Universal Championship, so proved he had the chops to do it. Here we had a man that down in NXT got over with the WWE Universe and continued to make huge steps. And here we have a man that even before he got into WWE was smashing it as a professional wrestler, be that as a face or be that as a nasty bad guy. All of this is doubly more frustrating because a couple of years ago, we made a video saying, why won't WWE push Finn Balor? And yet here I am in 2018 and I can still ask the same question because nothing has changed. We need to dive into this again though, because you don't just touch upon a subject once and then leave it. Imagine you've done that in school with maths. One math lesson you wouldn't even be able to do 5 times 5. Try and figure out now, you've got 2.3 seconds to do it. But yeah, WWE still won't push Finn Balor. Why? Here's why. The answer was 25. Now before you say, oh, he's injury prone or he's too small for Vince McMahon, let's address those head on. One, with the injury thing, there are other wrestlers that manage to bypass that, so it all depends how management sees you to begin with. And two, he can't be that small because a couple of years ago he was the Universal Champion. So they thought, oh, he's not too small for us, we'll put the belt on him. He hasn't shrunk since then. It's not like he's starring in an episode of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which is a good movie by the way, just the first one. I believe there's a sequel and a third. They kinda suck. And by the way we're going, Finn Balor, maybe you should go star in those movies instead. Don't do that. What makes it all so strange is that he gets put in certain positions and then nothing happens. We all remember what happened with Kane when WWE worked themselves into a shoot and decided Finn Balor wasn't over because they were ensuring that he wouldn't get over. And more recently, he's been in some bizarre program with Drew McIntyre, which I think the story is Drew McIntyre beats up Finn Balor anytime Drew McIntyre needs somebody to beat up, and Finn Balor just smiles and takes it. I mean, it's an interesting idea, but given the likes of Shinsuke Nakamura and Bray Wyatt have already been marginalized, you think WWE would want to circumvent or avoid another situation like this, because otherwise we're just going to throw everybody into the damn toilet. People like the man, and yeah, if the problem is that WWE doesn't think he's over enough, isn't it their job to make sure that he gets to that place? Isn't that what creative and the writing team is meant to do? They sit down and go, well, we like Finn Balor, there's something there, and he sells a lot of merchandise and he gets good reactions and he's popular. What kind of story can we put him in so that, yes, he gets over? Surely you want that for most of your roster, and it's not like it isn't happening elsewhere. Take somebody, quite interestingly, like Charlotte. Management had a certain reaction they wanted her to get. When they didn't get it, they shifted gears and tried again. Also, that's true of Daniel Bryan ever since he's come back. Yeah, he's not the babyface he should have been, again, because he wasn't pushed in the right way. So now he's crazy Daniel Bryan. Again, this is all fine, there's nothing wrong with that, but if you're willing to change the script for people like this, why aren't we allowed to do it when it comes to Finn Balor? The real problem is the longer you stay in limbo, the harder it is to get out of it, because all the fans, all the crowd, all the audience decide that's where you belong. I mean, why do you think Bray Wyatt is off TV right now? Because WWE are desperately hoping when he does come back, he feels fresh and exciting again. And look at Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler was there for so long. Recently, he's lost twice to Shane McMahon, and there hasn't been a peep about it. Also, it seems his whole remit is, oh, just go out there and smile and just act like you're happy to be there. I'm sure he is happy to be there. I'd be happy to be there. I'd be over the moon. But the fans, they want fire, and they want emotion, and they want badassery. You've got to give it to them, because if you don't, again, Bray Wyatt. We also have to talk about the Demon, especially because the rare example we had this year worked, and then it didn't go anywhere. When Finn Balor came out of SummerSlam out of nowhere as his alter ego and just beat up Baron Corbin with ease, guess what happened? Have a little think about what happened in the arena that night. If your answer was nothing, no one gave 2 hoots, you're wrong. Everybody went nuts. Non-wrestling people did as well, because I had a few friends that don't go anywhere near it get in touch and said, oh, Miller, I saw this weird, crazy character came out and he had paint all over him and he was really agile in the ring. I'd like to see more of that guy. And I had to go, well, screw you. You want to become a wrestling fan? Then you have to start understanding whatever you want, you're never going to get. And then I beat them. I beat them down. I had blood all over their face. That last bit didn't happen. I wouldn't do that. I gave him a hug of love. It grates more because if he was back in New Japan or on the indie scene, he'd probably be flying right now given the current climate. Whereas in the WWE, they think he's found his place and he can just sit right there, like on a shelf or something. Like you got an old picture that you don't like, you put it on the shelf and go, well, you stay there, but I ain't ever going to move you or ever even pay you any kind of attention because I don't care. Well, I care, and I'd like to see a revival of his push from 2016 and actually see where the ceiling is for Finn Balor in the WWE. He didn't get a fair shake of it, so we can't just relegate him to utility guy on Raw. Let's see, without a dodgy shoulder injury, and I know all about that, if he can fly. People love things that fly. You love birds and you know it. I don't get it at all, and maybe you do, maybe you don't, maybe you think actually Balor is exactly where he should be in the WWE landscape. And if you do, good for you. I respect your opinion, and when I see you in the street, I'll buy you a coffee or two if you feel really tired that day. But there's a relatable nature to the former Prince Devitt, and I think when someone does have the relatable quality, you really shouldn't let it slide because it doesn't come across too often. I mean, look at Brock Lesnar. Is Brock Lesnar relatable? No, he is not, unless you are actually a walking wall. It's weird that as well, because when people in disguise do come along, they always seem to be pigeonholed by WWE. We've got Finn Balor, we've already mentioned Daniel Bryan. Kevin Owens kind of has that feel as well, Sami Zayn. All of them, a lot of fans sit there and just go, I don't understand what we're doing here. I guess I'll just sit down, I'll watch the show, I'll go online, I'll moan about it, then I'll do it again. It's the circle of life. That's what Elton John was singing about. If you ever wonder what the actual Lion King narrative was based on, it's based on the world of wrestling. You take it, you don't like it, and you pull your pants down and you take it again. Regret that. Pull your pants back out, do your belt buckle, just enjoy life. Oh no, we've got, of course, this always happens. It's because it's cold. It's cold today, but I'm also warm because I've got bright lights in my face. I've also got dry lips because of the weather. You didn't need to know that. Thanks for watching my video. Now, don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about Finn Balor, what is going to happen in the future. Like, share, and subscribe. Head on over to whatculture.com and read yourself some articles. And you follow What Culture on Twitter, WhatCultureWW. Do it now. I'm going to come down that camera lens, come out of your computer, and I'm going to whip your ass. Potentially. My name is Simon Miller from What Culture. Thank you for watching. I always appreciate it. It makes me happy when I get up in the morning. I can feel good about myself. I will see you soon.